He made a wish at the cemetery, hoping to see his late mother one more time. Then something miraculous happened. The man suddenly passed out. When he woke up, his hands had become soft and youthful. By the time he left, he looked like a teenager. Not only could he walk with ease, but riding a bike felt effortless too. Before he could even process what was happening, he noticed that the cars on the road were all brands that had stopped production decades ago. Finally, when he passed by a mirror, Thomas realized he had turned into a teenage boy. Soon, he thought of his mother, whom he hadn't seen in years. Thomas nervously made his way to his childhood home. A man who was both familiar and strange appeared at the door. Memories came flooding back, and Thomas quickly recognized it was his father. With a reluctant look, he was called over to help out. That's when Thomas saw a familiar figure in the kitchen. It was his mother, whom he hadn't seen in 40 years. He fought back his tears, seeing Thomas standing there in a daze. His mother thought he was just tired. Being touched by his mother up close again, and feeling her warmth so vividly, Thomas's heart couldn't calm down for a long time. Everything around him was so familiar. The faded images buried deep in his memory were now washed bright and vivid. He couldn't stop himself from trembling. What made it even more precious was seeing his little sister as a child again.
Tu me fais un bisou? Pourquoi? Imagine que demain je sois plus là.
Though he was in a 14-year-old body, he still had the soul and memories of a man in his 40s. Thomas couldn't believe this was really happening, but even by nightfall, he still hadn't disappeared. The whole family was actually sitting together for dinner.
Qu'est-ce que t'as?
En vrai. Comme si c'était pas un rêve. Qu'est-ce que tu racontes? Viens t'asseoir.
After dinner, Thomas instinctively sat on the couch and picked up the newspaper. When he saw that today's date was June 12, 1967, his face suddenly changed.
Maman? C'est 40 ans, c'était bien 5 jours. Elle est pas partie. Comment?
In Thomas's memory, his father had left without a word on his 40th birthday, and was never heard from again. His heartbroken mother fell into depression and passed away a few years later, and young Thomas was left to struggle through despair. But this time, he was back to being 14. His father's birthday had passed, yet he was still here. Even if he woke up tomorrow, he loved this dream. But the next day, Thomas was startled awake by his mother calling him to get up for school. He was stunned. I don't understand. If this isn't a dream, then what is it?
Papa?
Dans son atelier. Allez, debout.
He still had that young face that didn't need shaving. He still had that body without a stubborn beer belly, and he could still get pocket money from his mom. Everything from his childhood was so wonderful. After leaving the house, Thomas reached out to hold his sister's hand. His sister said,
T'avais dit que tu voulais plus?
De quoi?
Bah, me tenir la main devant les autres.
That was the kind of awkwardness only a real 14-year-old would have. But now, all he wanted was to cherish every moment they had together.